In this review, I'll be checking out the S3 Duo magnetic head strap from Sonicgrace. This is an elite style head strap for the Quest 3 and the Quest 3S. It supports 20 watts of fast charging, an 8000 mAh removable battery, and being the S3 Duo, it features a magnetic charging dock with an extra battery to allow you to charge on the go and keep your Quest fully charged with uninterrupted gameplay. Okay, so that's a brief overview of this head strap. Let's check out what comes inside the box. Okay, so here's what you get inside the box. You have a paper instruction manual and support card. You get the head strap itself with its pre-attached charging cable. There is a rear elite style pad that attaches to the head strap. There is a padded soft strap, and you get one battery that attaches to the head strap itself, along with a USB-C to C charging cable, or in specifically the Duo comes with a charging dock and an additional battery pack so you can actually charge on the go. Okay, so let's get this head strap all pre-attached and put together. It comes with its arms all folded inwards, so that's the arms all folded out there. Got a very, very low profile back, and the whole thing is actually really quite thin and minimalist in terms of its structure. We'll see how that fares compared to a lot more bulkier elite style head straps. Again, there is a hinge point which locks on the horizontal, so it doesn't go all the way, which is very, very good. And you've got a pre-attached charging cable, and here is the attachment plate for the battery pack. So the majority of the weight is going to be added once you get this battery pack attached onto. You can see the contact pins, the wireless contact pins, which basically goes over, and it's been very nicely designed because without it you've got full control of the adjustment dial, which is nice and quiet actually. It's not so clicky, and when you put the actual battery pack over the top, you still got access to it. So that's a really nice thought has gone into its overall design. The battery pack has 4 LEDs at the top there, tell you what its current state of charge is. It comes pre-charged up to 75%. You have a button on the battery itself. Underneath you've got your USB charging port to recharge the battery should you not have the Duo version, but we'll go over the Duo version in a minute. Otherwise you'll plug your Quest 3 or Quest 3S charging cable, or the one that comes supplied, into here, and you'll charge that battery pack back up. So for now we'll take the battery off it for now, and let's attach this rear pad. So you have a top strap loop at the top there, and you've got L and you've got R, so you have to match up the L and the R's, but that's the rear elite style rear pad that majority of head straps seem to be using these days. We have a loop system at the top here, so we're going to connect up the small part into the loop at the back there and attach that in place, and this part basically attaches to our Quest. So let's get that. Okay, so here we have our Quest 3 here, ready to get the strap attached onto. So we're going to take off the facial interface here. This is the AMVR facial interface that I'm still using. I'm just going to snap on the side edges here with the rear part facing first, and get that snapped on that side, and these all snap on fairly well. Slight color match difference, but it's not too bad considering. And then we pass the loop top strap through the top there, and that's the top strap all nicely attached. Then we'll lever this up and then add our facial interface back on, and that's the majority of the head strap now installed. So we'll get this power cable and connect it up to our Quest 3. First of all, let's get this on our head and just see to the general feel before we attach the battery. So here we have the Quest 3 there with the strap attached. We're going to open this out. You can see it doesn't do quick return. So that's just quite a trait of the more cheaper straps, because there's no sort of gear stopping the strap from returning inwards. So we're going to undo it fully, get this on our head. You can also do this in a hinged way, so you can actually grab that and put that on your head and then rock it back up into the back of your head. So that's the S3 head strap attached to the back of my head. The elite style strap rear pad just feels just like it, so it's a nice fit on the back of my head. Considering it's quite a flimsy, not flimsy, but very thin, minimalist elite style head strap, it actually feels quite solid and it's not creaky. I'd say the build quality is actually very good on this particular strap. This is very, very padded. You can see how padded that is there up here. That gives you lots of comfort at the top there. And again, you've got the hinge point, so you can bring that up and have it fairly balanced, but because there's no weight on the back there, it is prone to coming off the top of your head. But with the battery attached, you should be a bit of a different story. So let's get that battery slapped on. You got a nice beep as well as the reassurance in the actual operating system to let you know that the whole thing's actually charged. And then we'll get that back on our head again. And with the battery, the weight it is, it's actually a nice, good level of counterbalance. So if I do that a little bit more, this is way more counterbalanced, and it's not really slipping off my head as easily as it was when you saw me do that earlier. So I'm going to bring this down. I'm quite impressed actually. It's a nice solid head strap for Elite style head strap. And I did feel a little bit apprehensive about just the general thinness of the initial strap, but it takes away all that bulk. And the biggest bulk is that battery pack, which is like super easy to replace. It magnetizes perfectly, charges very instantly, as you just heard. Pleasantly surprised. I would say this bit could have been a little bit better with its cable management, or they could have supplied a better clip. All you've got is this little thing here, so you could probably take up the slack there and have that little bit sticking out, so it's not going to catch you if you're doing anything in front of your face. It's a little bit more low profile now, but I like it. It's a good strap. With the dual battery packs, you can have your spare one all charging onto the Duo pad. Take out this one and then just swap that one, and then you're good to go for another couple of hours. Then grab that. Then take the one you just taken off, put it onto the charging dock and let that charge however long it takes to recharge. And that will definitely be ready by the time this one ends up depleting along with the Quest 3. Okay, so that's the strap pretty much covered. Let's just have a look at the charging dock. It's nicely designed. It's fairly kind of curved in the similar curve of the actual head strap itself, but obviously it just sits there on the base like that. There looks like some kind of silver, it looks like a light, but I don't think that actually lights up. But that then basically sits there like that and has one USB-C input port there to basically power the charging dock. You've got Sonicgrace logo branding on the top there, some rubber pads to prevent it from sliding around on a solid surface. And there's no necessary any indicators on this other than this, it is a light in the end. So that does light up. So it's going to light up the bottom surface of the charging dock here. And then we're going to basically get the right pins alignment so the charging indicators are facing towards you. And that goes on there like that, and it basically starts to charge with a little bit of animation in the LEDs there. And now it's flashing that 3/4 segment of the LEDs there on that one. And then we take the one off this head strap, and then we'll do the same, and that's basically now charging. You can see both LEDs there going at it and charging themselves. There's no real indicator here other than this glow. It would be nice if that was like green, if it or red whilst it's charging, or blue. That would have been a nice touch, but they've gone for that minimalist white aesthetic, so no extra colours there really, even though it is pulsating, so maybe it will stop pulsating once both batteries have finished charging. So this S3 Duo from Sonicgrace currently retails for $80.99 from Amazon, and you can check out my links down below to learn more about this head strap, support the channel and buy yourself one. Overall, pretty solid head strap actually if you're looking for an Elite style battery strap. There are obviously some kingmakers out there, but this Duo version with its rechargeable battery packs and charging dock really is a good all-rounder at quite a competitive price as well. You've got some good levels of comfort with the top padded strap and the rear pad. The rear pad's not padded, but you could get a more padded rear pad from VR Cover, for example, which is definitely going to fit this shape and give you extra added comfort if you would like to do that. I like the fact that you could take that off and there is still not much bulk on the head strap itself. It's really kept to a minimum, and that's going to help with general weight when you're not rocking the battery on the back of it. But when you are, you've got some really good counterbalancing of this overall head strap with lots of functionality still at your fingertips with this really nice smooth dial that's very nice and quiet. And the fact that this is actually really nice and thin, even though it's got some gears inside there which prevent anti-slipping, they've done it in a very small amount of space on the back there, which is really nice to see. Now the battery alone is 8,000 milliamp hours, which is quite a lot. It's more than the 6,000 that you get on the more earlier battery straps that you can get, and this is going to allow you up to 3 to 4 hours of extra playtime. And because the whole circuitry inside this and the battery is going to charge at 20 watts, it's going to recharge that Quest battery back up a lot faster than some other head straps do. So overall, great head strap here from Sonicgrace. And if you are looking for a battery head strap, this is definitely one up there worth considering alongside the more well-known brands. All right, thanks for watching, and I hope you found this video helpful. Give us a thumbs up if it has, and let me know in the comments down below if you have any questions about this S3 Duo from Sonicgrace, and I'll do my best to answer them. You can support the channel by sending us a super thanks along with your comment or question, or buy me a coffee. I'd really appreciate it. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers. Bye.